Okay, I'm doing one more set of simple tactics for the day. I'm trying not to do too many a day either because it's kind of harmful. Just 10 minutes a day. That's what I'm trying to stick to now. So white to move in all position. This is Petrosian against Spassky. It's a famous game. I've seen this before. So the answer is queen h8, and then when he takes, I get to take on f7 and win the queen. So let's see if that's correct. Yeah, queen h8 takes, white's up a piece. So done this one. Next. Okay, white to move. This one obviously I have not seen. So, well, tempting to play queen h5, but then he takes the knight. So I'm guessing it's... if I take on h7 first, then he goes... well, he will be able to block after queen h5 with knight to h6, so that doesn't do me much good. But here's a different idea. If the queen had to go away, then I could play this. So how do I attack the queen and well, and create some other important threat here? Queen f5 does two things: hits the queen, hits the mate. He can defend both at the same time. If he goes away, I give knight checkmate. So it has to be queen f5. Yeah, queen f5 takes mate. Okay, that was simple. Next one. What's going on here? Some strong pressure on the H file. What can I do about it? Could maybe sack on E5. That seems very strong. What else? Oh, could also go maybe D6 and hop with this knight to D5. 95 seems more forcing because it wins the pawn. It doesn't seem much of a good response there that I can see. So he takes. Say he takes on e5. I have a check, and then I can get this bishop likely. So has to be knight d5. Yeah, knight e5. Say so he takes. Anything else besides queen to g6? I don't see anything, so let's just play queen to g6. I only have to find one move ahead. Just have to pick the best move in the current position. Don't have to calculate the whole combination. At least that's my approach. Well, now I can just take on h6 with the queen. I'll have a deadly attack on the h file. And I won the pawn on e5, which is pretty important. Anything better? I don't think so. Continuing the attack, so there's no more moves. I guess that has to be winning, so moving on. Next one. So if I take his queen on g6, he gets mine. If I go queen check to c8, blocks and saves his queen as well. So there has to be something good here. Well, it could be something about promoting the pawn. So he takes on g4. No, there isn't really anything. The king can always come back and cover h8. What else is going on here? I can also play bishop to h6, and I don't really see how he would possibly defend against the mate. This also pins his queen, so limits his options pretty strongly. He'll have to go rook e8, and then I take the queen for free. So it has to be bishop h6, I think. Yeah, that's the answer. There's no more lines here to conclude anything, so it's one of those positions where Obviously I want to play here, give mate, so I have to distract the queen. Probably takes here and then bishop to f6 mate, so queen takes, mate. Let's move on to the next one. This one's simple. Pressure on the g file, pressure on h7, so take on h7, force the rook to go, take on g8 with mate, check. That's a nice one. What's going on here? So I want to take on d8, but it's pinned, and well, that's that. What else is going on here? And taking on d8 isn't like a big achievement in itself. What else is going on? The material is even. It doesn't have much stuff hanging, so what is so special about white's position? I don't really see anything. What else is going on? Well, I guess if I can distract the queen from guarding d8, I'm probably in good hands. So what if I just take on g4? I don't really see it. d2 is covered enough. He can't take on d2 with the rook, because then I take his queen, which is also unprotected. So I'm guessing it has to be queen to g4. Yeah. Takes, well, he just gives up the queen. I don't really see what comes out of this. That's the answer. Solved. So yeah, this is a couple of pins going on here. So I can probably play rook to c8 and then use the fork. He won't be able to take the knight because there'll be a pin on this diagonal. So rook to c8, he's forced to take. Knight e7 now. Yeah. Next one. Probably something about promoting this pawn. And also some tactics with the knight coming out. So let's see. Okay, so that's, I can give an intermediate check, knight to d4, then I can take here, and then the d pawn can start going forward. So let's see. I don't see a reason not to give a check, so let's just play check. Check. King f6 is forced. Now do I take first? Do I take on e5 or do I take on c6? Taking on e5 makes the most sense. Well, he can't even do anything. It's just going to be a fork winning the rook. So takes, knight c6. The pawn is going to promote and winning the rook. So notice I don't have to calculate too far ahead. It's just natural to see that the pawn is going to be advanced, and that's already enough for a win. And there's more advantages here, in that white wins the rook as well immediately. What's going on here? Well, this knight on d5 is doing pretty good. And whenever there's a knight like this, there's always a possibility of giving a check. And if he takes with a queen, I can give knight to here mate. Well, I'd win the queen. So if he blocks, then I can. If he blocks with a knight, then I'll be threatening this. The queen won't be covering that square anymore. I mean, I could also throw in before here first, but that's, say if I get stuck along the lines of this, bishop d7. I'm running out of time. I'll have to get back to this one next time. See how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I didn't quite solve this one, but it's probably something about b4. I'll have to get back to it next time. I'm out of time.